Hey everybody, it's ShepardKinz and I'm here doing a tutorial on how to put the custom designer vampire fangs in. They look like this. And trust me, if you don't know how to do it, since this is my third year doing it, you will definitely need to watch this tutorial. So bear with me and pay very close attention and probably watch it more than once so you can get it right. So obviously the first thing you need to do is to open it up. Open it like that. And what it comes with is this lovely little packet here, which shows a really creepy guy with failed makeup. On the inside, it shows you the directions. The fangs themselves come in this very lovely carrying coffin, which are very helpful because you can store them in here when you're not using them. Just make sure not to lose it, and also you might want to keep these here because they keep it sealed. It will come off if you're not careful. This is what the actual fang looks like before you put all the molding in. It's got this empty part in there. That's where you're going to actually put the molding in. To get the actual molding, you're going to want to take this out, so be careful so that your fangs don't fly up at you. It's got another set of instructions which are slightly more detailed, and it also shows a lot more information in very clear diagrams. And then you've got this weird stuff. This is the molding that will mold to your teeth. This is the hardest part of all the things. So you're going to want to pay attention very, very closely. You're going to need a spoon, which should probably be plastic since the stuff will stick to metal spoons and it's very hard to get off. A mug, which you'll need to fill up with really hot water. You're definitely going to need a mirror for when you actually put the fangs in. And a paper towel. Take the mug and fill it up with very, very warm water. You might want to microwave the water as well, just to make sure, but only for a couple of seconds. You definitely want it hot because the gel stuff, which is, they call it custom formulated thermoplastic granules, this will melt in the water, which allows it to mold to your teeth. So, you might want to make sure just in case, but usually if you have hot water, it should work pretty well. The next step is to take the spoon. It says to put half of it. You don't need that much because even though they're small, when they melt, it creates a lot. I only put a few in there because that's about as much as I need personally. Lower the molding stuff into the mug. It should melt. It'll become really clear when it does. If it's not melting, then your water isn't hot enough. There are a few things you might want to know about the thermoplastic. Number one is that it hardens really fast. So when you are ready to position it, make sure to do it really quick. Number two is that it is really hot. So don't be afraid of that, and if you are afraid to handle it when it's hot, ask a parent or somebody else to help you. So, again, I warn you, it's going to be very hot, so if you're not used to touching hot things, don't touch it by yourself. Okay, so you're gonna need to get your fingers a little bit wet. Get a big, a lot. Get a big, glop of it, and it goes like that. So when you get your big, nasty glob of your thermoplastic, you're gonna need to kind of ball it up a little bit and stick it right in there. So stick it in there and then make it go almost like a wing back like this so that it molds itself, and then run to the mirror and stick on your canine tooth. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like it doesn't fit, but you're gonna have to wait to let it dry and mold to your tooth. So make sure that it comes out of the hole on the back. If that doesn't happen, then it might not stay. You're gonna have to wait 3 minutes, and while it's still soft, make sure to bite down so it creates the natural bite type of thing. Then once you've done one, do the other. Yeah, you'll have to remelt the molding. When you're done putting the things in, they look pretty amazing. One thing that you should know is that they do kind of give you a slight lisp. It's just because the way that they're positioned in your mouth. So, yeah. You don't want to eat with them in or drink unless you're drinking through a straw, but I wouldn't suggest it. Let's see, if you play an instrument, you can keep them in when you're playing an instrument. Depending on which one it is, if it's like a flute or something, I wouldn't suggest it. It's a little bit hard to. I played the saxophone and I played with it in just fine. Let's see, you don't want to run with them in. You don't want them to like fall out accidentally, because sometimes they do, and sometimes they do get loose, so you might have to redo them, like, I don't know. You might have to redo them if it gets loose, so make sure to keep the instructions and keep the thermoplastic just in case. If you do wear them out in like public or something, you will get little kids asking you if they're real fangs and if you're a vampire. It's happened to me. For the most part, they're really fun and they look pretty cool. Just make sure that when you're putting them in, you're putting them in straight. I think I messed up on mine. I'm not sure, but yeah, thanks for watching my tutorial. Make sure to tell your friends, and put a comment, rate it, you know, the usual. Alright, bye everybody, thanks for watching.